We're all familiar with those students that plagiarize off one another, those that ask ChatGPT to do their assignments, and those that slack off in group projects and therefore steal your precious time by making you do their contribution to the project. It's because of this shitty behavior from modern engineering students that engineering has become a soulless career based off of lies, when it was originally an honorable responsibility based on integrity, purposeful innovation, and service to humanity. You and I are not just engineering students, but we're engineers of tomorrow. So let's change the trajectory of this field together. Way back in December of 2022, during my first year of engineering, there was this one exam that I had to write, the last final exam for my semester, and it was for my statics class. So I walk into the exam hall, I write the exam, I think I do pretty well on it. I'm like, okay, I'll probably pass this, I'll probably get a good mark. I walk out of the exam hall and I'm like, oh my gosh, let's go. All my exams are done for the first semester of university. I could just chill through winter break, just chill until my next semester. And then during my winter break, 1 week after I write this exam, I get an email from my professor, my statics professor. We'll call him Dr. Go. He emails me and he says that I did not sign the academic integrity pledge that was supposed to be digitally signed before the exam was written. Therefore, he was holding my exam marks back. He was withholding my marks. It was at this point that I realized I could possibly fail this class because I didn't sign this piece of paper. So at this point, I was pissed off. I was like, what the fuck is a piece of paper that I was supposed to sign? Why are you gonna hold my marks back? Yeah, I was pissed. I was really pissed. Reasonably, but it was honestly my fault, right? Because he emailed me multiple times, but I didn't sign it. So I email him back and I'm like, okay, is there any way that I could get my marks back and you not withhold it? And then he responds to me in the strictest way. He's like, okay, send a paragraph to me why you did not sign this academic integrity pledge, despite the fact that I continuously told you multiple times to sign it before the exam, not after. So despite the fact that first year Aaron was the wrong one in this scenario, he was a little bitch and he faked up a little Word document to send back to this Professor Dr. Go. So I send the email to him, he marks my exam, and I passed the exam. I didn't cheat in this case, by the way. I didn't cheat at all. I just didn't sign the academic integrity pledge. So after I cool off a bit, I'm like, okay, I got my marks back. I could stop being mad now. I think about it, I'm like, why is he so serious about academic integrity? And I continue this thought process throughout my second semester of my first year of university, throughout 2023. And with this thought in my head now, I'm like seeing around how much people are acting without integrity. I see people plagiarizing off one another to do these assignments. I see people taking online exams as an opportunity to cheat. And this was also at the time when ChatGPT was on the come up. It was 2023, right? The first time that I heard of ChatGPT was when my two friends were talking amongst each other. They were talking about this AI thing. I was like, oh, what is it? And then they put it to the test. I was watching them. And they asked questions about engineering, about their homework. And then answers for these assignments came up. And they were giggling. They were giggling like, oh my gosh, I just got the answers from doing nothing. And I was looking at that. I was like, holy fuck, is that not kind of evil? Is that not kind of fucked up that you just get answers for your homework despite doing nothing? It was at this point I was thinking even more deeply about it. I was like, holy shit, did the greatest engineers of all time, if they were in my shoes, would they be doing this? Would they be abusing AI? Would they be taking answers from other people to do their work? Fuck no. I was thinking, did Nikola Tesla take shortcuts to provide AC power around the fucking globe? Did James Watt take shortcuts to perfect the steam engine and power vehicles? Did Wernher von Braun take shortcuts to engineer the world's largest and most powerful rocket in human history? Fuck no. The greatest engineers would never take shortcuts. Because if they did, then we wouldn't have what we have today. It is because those engineers have faced difficulty rather than taking shortcuts that we have all of these technologies around us. We have all of these vehicles around us. We have all of these sustainable forms of energy around us. Having this realization is where I came up with the term pretengineers. Engineering students that cheat on exams, cheat on assignments, plagiarize off of their friends, abuse AI. Those are pretengineers, people that act without integrity, because integrity is a major pillar to an engineer. And with all the proof around me and all the proof that you've seen, I could confidently say that pretengineers have taken up the majority of engineering students. And if you're one of these rare, purposeful engineers, which I assume you are if you're watching this video, then I recommend that you join my program linked in the description, because I'm trying to assemble all of the purposeful engineers around the world into one community. Because if there's no change to the unethical actions of these pretengineers, then disaster can strike. What do you think happens when engineering students wire their brain to take shortcuts, act without integrity, act unethically? Those behaviors of just innocent cheating on assignments and exams is going to leak into their behaviors throughout their careers. In the past, there has been many cases, many fucking cases, where engineers have acted without integrity and disaster was the outcome. I'm not just making this shit up. Literally 5 fucking days ago, there was an engineering disaster in a bridge that collapsed, killing a motorcyclist. 6 months ago, there was another bridge that collapsed, killing 22 innocent lives. And one of the largest engineering tragedies was a gas leak that happened in Bhopal, where there were more than 15,000 innocent lives dead who were exposed to that gas leak. When you act without integrity, by trying to avoid these economic costs, avoid these maintenance costs, avoid these struggles that an engineer has to go through, that's when disaster strikes. And lives are at fucking risk. Their blood is on your hands if you act without integrity. So this just proves my point that when you act without integrity in school, just some innocent ChatGPT usage, some innocent plagiarism, you're quite literally making your brain get used to taking shortcuts. And for that, pretengineers are not only weak little pussies, but they're also people prone to causing disaster. What's your dream position as an engineer? You'll understand why I'm asking in a second, but just answer me. What's your dream position as an engineer? Okay, solidify that in your mind. Now imagine there's somebody out there who's working in your dream position. We'll name him John Smith. I don't know. We'll name him John Smith. He's working in your dream position right now, right? And you probably look up to him. You're like, wow, oh my gosh, he's working my dream career. I desire to be in that position. I respect that position. Now imagine John Smith. He's asking ChatGPT to do all his work for him. He's like scrolling on TikTok, Instagram Reels, while these people in the office aren't watching. While nobody's watching, he's acting without integrity. He's acting unethically to the company that he's working at, to your dream company that you want to work at. How would you feel? How do you feel? You'd be fucking pissed, right? You'd be pissed that they're disrespecting your dream career. Now, what if I told you that in the same way that John Smith is living your dream career, you're living somebody else's dream life just by being in engineering school? Because some places out there, many places out there, there's either a teen trying to accumulate the right funds or trying to get on the good side of the government so that they can give them loans so that they could study university. They're working really hard just to be in engineering school. Or maybe there's a kid in a third world country that wants to be an engineer for rocket ships, but they realistically can't. Or maybe there's even a full-grown adult who's homeless or something who is poor and can't go to university. How do you think these poor people feel when they see engineering students cheat and disrespect the degree, the engineering degree? These poor people would work 10 times, 100 fucking times harder than any pretengineer out there because they'd be grateful to study engineering and grateful for the opportunity to work towards an engineering career. That's why you gotta act with integrity, because there's so many people out there that would be so much more grateful for engineering and would respect the degree so much more than all of these other pretengineers. But I just know that you watching this video, you watching more engineering content, you are grateful to study engineering because you're investing more time into learning about engineering and learning about the right way to go throughout engineering school. You've been listening to me this entire video and agreeing with what I'm saying. Props to you. Because as I said earlier, pretengineers have made up most of the engineering population nowadays. With the rise of internet, with the rise of AI, with the rise of online exams, it's terrible to see, isn't it? That's why I want to guide people on this channel and through my program linked down below the right way to succeed in engineering and the right way to develop your career as an engineering student only. Because I'm in your shoes. I'm a third-year mechanical engineering student myself at a top university, and I secured my first internship within only 2 weeks of hunting. 2 weeks of an internship job hunt. Internship secured without lying, without acting dishonestly. Only by truth. Only by my own actions. So click the link in the description if you need that exact path that I paved for you. I'll see you inside.